Good morning. I wanted to give everyone an update. I know a lot of people have been waiting anxiously for the update, the upload of the video from AJ's Celebration of Life. We are waiting on the final edit. We had a few audio problems during the live things where some of the music didn't sound as good as we wanted for it to, and so we're editing the video to insert that music directly into the video rather than playing back the microphone off of the speakers. And also there was a video played of AJ during the event that's going to be put in its native format as well, so that you aren't looking at a video camera recording of a TV. It was a beautiful, beautiful celebration, and we appreciate everyone who came. You'll get to hear wonderful, wonderful words from so many of AJ's friends, and also from both of my surviving children. Um, we just can't say enough from our entire family how much we appreciate the outpouring of love and support that we've gotten from all of our church family, our local community, our school district, our other friends and family, and it has literally just blown us away. One thing that you will hear that I wanted to share with everyone directly is during Henry's address at the service, he talks a little bit about where we are as a place in our family, and I felt like I wanted to share that. Over the last year or so, Jennifer and I have become completely sober. We met in a bar, and alcohol had been a pretty big part of our social lives for the first 21 years of our relationship. And we came to a point where we decided that we really needed to stop drinking. And as part of that journey, we've gotten a lot more plugged into our church. We've got plugged into a program called Regeneration, which is out of Lake Point Church in Rockwall, and is also run through several other churches throughout the U.S. And it has really transformed our marriage and our lives, and we have grown closer to each other and closer to the Lord over the last year than I think we ever have been. Whenever this tragedy happened, I was just so angry and destroyed, as I'm sure anyone can imagine they would be at the loss of a child far before his time. And my first response was just to be so angry with God and to be so um, just so distraught. And my response was, God, we're trying to do things right. We're trying to live a life that honors you. We've been working through things, and how can you do this to us? How can you do this to me? How can you just hit me over the head with a sledgehammer after I've been trying to do things right? And one of the neat pieces of my testimony is that I've never really been one to sit down and read the Bible. And I received a brand new Bible from our church as a gift sometime probably about a year ago, sometime in 2019. And I really hadn't opened it. It was still in the box. It was sitting on my desk. And during the COVID-19, from being quarantined and just being in the house and it kind of shutting down a lot of our other activities, I started to read the Bible instead of sitting on the couch and watching Netflix and doing other things in the evening. And I read through the entire Bible cover to cover, as well as the New Testament a second time during the quarantine. And so I had just finished on May the 2nd, 2 days before AJ's passing. I had just finished reading the entire Bible cover to cover in about a 60-day period. And that's just one example of, what was going on in our lives at that time. I've never been one to sit down and read the Bible for 2 hours at a time. I usually am tuned out after a few minutes, but I really just hadn't had that. I guess I would just say I'd had that appetite, that hunger put in my heart to learn more and come closer to God. But back to the original point that I was making, um, our first impulse, my first impulse, was to just be angry. And a few days later, I finally realized and came to the realization that God was preparing our family for this tragedy. Um, he knows the day and the hour and the minute, and He knew that this was going to happen before any of us could ever imagine such a tragedy was going to happen. And by Him drawing Jennifer and I close to each other and close to the Lord, I truly believe that He put us in a place where we have the strength to get through this. I'm still not sure exactly how we'll get through it. I mean, we still have struggles day to day, but I can tell you that if this had happened at other times in our marriage when we weren't as close, or when we were both drinking more than we should have been, um, this experience would be a very different experience. It would not be, I would not be in the place that I am right now, and we as a couple would not be in the place that we are right now, and we as a family would not be in the place we are right now. And so that's just a brief snippet of my testimony that I've felt over the last few weeks, and all of the love and prayers from everyone out there has really reinforced that. But, I feel like God put us in a place where um, Jennifer and I and Hannah and Henry are going to grieve, and we're going to grieve in a healthy way, and we're going to grieve without getting blackout drunk, and we're going to grieve without having it destroy our marriage. And that is a tremendous blessing, and something that I just can't thank the Lord enough for doing that in our lives. Um, so the memorial service will be updated as soon as possible, and just keep checking back on this channel. Hopefully by the end of the day today, we'll have it uploaded. It was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful service. We don't know exactly how many people attended, but we estimate it was 400 people, give or take. And just a great outpouring of love from everyone who was there. So thank you.